It's a pride cake. Pride cake. Oh, am I going the wrong way?
Look, there it is.
There's what? What are we looking at?
Water resembles a precious jewel, embedded in the dreams of all seafarers. Every time I gaze at the shimmering lights beneath the waves, it feels as though I'm back in this place, standing by your side.
Have you recalled anything, Misha?
Yeah, I saw these sentences in Grandpa's logbook. He used to say, despite the perils of the sea, whenever he stood on the deck in the afternoon, overlooking the sparkling waves, he would think of this fountain in front of his house.
You know, I quite understand such sentiments.
You're talking like an elder.
I'm not an elder. I was just being a bit sentimental.
For all you know, you could be older than me.
Yeah, well, Grandpa was at home.
Just realized his eyes have a keyhole in them.
Back then, I would ask him when I could go on adventures like him, and he would always laugh and say I was still too young.
You still seem too young, not gonna lie.
It seems this Mikhail is truly a seafarer and has nothing to do with the watchmaker.
Yeah. Based on Misha's recollections, the scenes in the dream bubble appear to be his childhood memories.
But this raises more questions. According to Misha, he was clearly born on an oceanic planet and led an ordinary life, with no connection to Penacony at all. Could this be some sort of metaphor? Perhaps the sea refers to the memory zone.
I'm sorry. I don't know, but my memories keep pouring out uncontrollably, like water flowing from a fountain. Perhaps I'll remember more things if we go further. This is it. I remember this clue.
Who is he talking to?
Up ahead is Grandpa's study. It was in that room that I saw him the last time.
What?
The atmosphere in this room feels totally different.
Am I the only one who can hear voices, or what?
Misha! You finally come!
Oh. Oh no.
Are those books on the bookshelf logbooks left behind by that seafarer?
Yeah. Whenever he came back, he placed a logbook on the bookshelf in his room. They contain records of his expeditions to every corner of the world. He described our world as a fountain. At some point, the sea started to gradually swallow up the land where people lived to ensure that everyone had land to settle in. He had to continue exploring the sea and search for the source of the rising seawater. On that day, he called me to his study, telling me that he was embarking on another journey. However, I could sense the gravity in his expression. It was the same look I had seen on my father's face before his final voyage.
You're talking about rising seawater. Is this a reference to Fontaine? Is this a Genshin reference? Perhaps.
I asked him if I could go with him, but he said that my adventure lay elsewhere. He told me to stay home and patiently await a certain sound at the door.
What sound?
Yeah, what sound?
He told me about a vast ocean in the sky, an ocean of stars. He spoke of a train that transports children with a desire to venture far away, traversing the sea of stars without ever stopping.
Why does the Trailblaze sound like a myth to everyone who talks about it?
He said that he knew the crew on the train, and that he had asked them to take me along. He said the journey I had always dreamed of would start there.
But now you're a bellboy. What now?
A train? Could it be?
I'd assume so.
It's the Astral Express. I remember now. Grandpa's friends are a group of nameless who came to this world to resolve a disaster caused by a star. He said, as long as I kept moving forward, I'd eventually reach my desired destination. And then, it was as if I heard the distant sound of a train whistle echoing throughout the room.
Exactly, Misha! And then we followed that whistle, didn't we?
Yeah. I think I can still find the way we took back then.
So, what? Were you on the train? Did you just follow it?
Do you remember? You said you obtained a mysterious shard when you stumbled into this place.
I don't remember. How long is this story? I feel like every time we get to this part, where we're talking about Mikhail, the watchmaker and stuff, this is where I get confused. Like, you haven't even seen me play this entire thing. It is already... It's still this long. Give it to me. Let me in.
This is it. This is my room of clocks.
Nice clocks.
Here, I learned how to repair clockworking gears out of my fondness of precision mechanics. In my dreams, I was the captain of the compass, embarking on adventures with my companions, Clocky and Miss Mirror, in search of the new world.
Sounds like you did basically manifest them.
I was born and raised here.
Glad you figured that out.
So, this building in the dream world is your childhood home?
Yes, but not exactly. To be more precise, this dream bubble itself is my home.
Really?
Looks like you've remembered everything now.
Wait. Why does it feel like everyone else knows something I don't?
Well, it's really lucky that I'm also very confused.
Marge, do you remember when she mentioned a clocky that only she could see?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the little guy here, right? But we all saw him in Dreamflux Reef, right? And Mr. Yang even greeted him.
Looks like everyone on the Astral Express has a childlike spirit.
Perhaps.
The answer lies in the Astral Express. Her experience shows that neither Firefly nor Acheron can see this clocky.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were in Dreamflux Reef,
I understand why Acheron can't.
For some reason, nobody outside of the crew had ever talked with Clocky.
Yeah, I totally noticed that.
A mimetic life that can only be seen by a select few. It's just like a hidden message left by someone for the nameless.
But Misha can see Clocky too, right? They even grew up together. But Misha hasn't started the way of the Trailblaze yet.
That's the key to the mystery, March. Now, take a moment to recall. Have you ever seen anyone outside of the crew interact with Misha?
Where's this going? No, right? No one has.
Wait. No way!
That's the answer, March 7. This dream bubble is the place where I was born. And I'm a dweller in this dream. Just like a memory zone meme.
So it's not that the Watchmaker's dream bubble is empty, but rather the stuff inside ran away?
So he's in the Watchmaker's bubble?
And the whistle you heard was the sound of the express arriving at Penacony?
That's one way to see it, but I believe there's a longer story behind all this. It's best for Misha himself to explain all the details.
Please do.
How about we start with your name? Now, should we call you Misha, or...
Thank you all for helping me rediscover my true self. Now, please allow me to reintroduce myself. I was born on Lushaka, in the Presmere system, adopted by seafarers Mikhail and Char. They gave me a treasure, a name that carried their hopes. Mikhail Char Legwork, or simply Misha.
So, you're the watchmaker himself?
Unfortunately, that legendary figure is no more. I'm only a reflection of his life. As for the child who has been with you, he's the innocent protagonist of Misha's childhood dream. Friend of Clunky, a young apprentice, and a future mechanic in the Express. And this also marks the beginning of his journey, devoted to the Trailblaze.
At the end of the journey, I left this little flame, which I so cherished, in my deepest dreams, hoping to pass it on to the nameless of future generations.
This is so strange.
However, he somehow left the dream bubble and forgot all about his task. I apologize for all the confusion this caused.
Yeah, you should be. Make this harder on us.
Because he was born with a desire to trailblaze, wasn't he?
Can we take him with us?
I don't think Misha has forgotten his role as a guide. He remembered it, and that's why he mistakenly appeared as a hotel doorman in her dream from the very beginning. The one who brought our unconscious friend here must have been Misha. If that's the case, we encountered the Watchmaker's legacy from the beginning, didn't we?
Well, I have a sarcastic friend who says I always take big detours and end up back where I started. Perhaps that's what every nameless has to go through. But in the end, you found me. I'm sure you're all wondering what my legacy is. I believe my hound has mentioned the Stellaron and my wealth. If I may apologize, the Stellaron part is real. As for my wealth,
Darn.
however, it's nothing more than a baseless rumor. I've been moving forward all my life, doing what I could to overcome the obstacles in my path. But ultimately, my journey reached its end, and I left behind no possessions worth entrusting. So, if you ask what's left within this worn-out train engine that can be called a legacy, I suppose it's the things that are still burning in the engine's furnace. Now that you're well aware of the current situation of Penacony, I certainly hope that you'll help me get this world back on track. But I'll leave that decision to you. For the path of Trailblaze is never paved by others.
Thank you.
All I have for you is a story and 2 gifts. I want to give you my pocket watch. It has accompanied me throughout my long journey, guiding that naive child forward, and has been blessed with the presence of so many great people up to this day. And my hat, too. The one who navigated for me placed it on my head and planted a fanciful thought in my mind. The trailblazing expedition will never end. Now, it's time for you to make your choice. Once you've made up your mind, open that door and enter the long dream of an old man.
All right, everyone, let's make a decision.
What are the options?
Although I don't think anyone will have any objections.
I'll choose the trailblaze. I want to witness the legacy. I object. I want to say it. I object.
Come on, stop joking at a moment like this. We've come this far. Surely there's no other option than moving forward.
I guess, yeah.
In that case, the vote stands at 2-1.
Darn, you got me beat.
Then let's proceed together to the end of this dream and tell Mikhail our decision.
Oh, right. Got flashbanged. My own house.
Mikhail, where are you going?
Someone has to step up and save Ushaka. So why can't it be me, Misha?
Oh,
Please don't go. And if you must, please take me with you. Don't leave me alone.
Even without me, you know how to proceed forward, brave Captain Misha. The compass is waiting for you. Haven't you always wanted to be a better adventurer than me? Now go, board that train and start your journey.
Where are you going, Mikhail?
I'm going to clean the floor in the parlor car. I've promised the conductor.
so is he stuck in his, like... What? How old is he? How old is the Misha that we know?
Wait, first tell me, did you fix this watch?
Yeah?
I know what it looked like before. Its chain was broken, the back case torn, and the marks on the dial all worn out. How did you manage to fix it?
Well, it's hard to explain, but I knew it could be fixed. It's the hands, Mr. Amundsen. Its hands were intact and pointing in the right direction, so I knew there would be a way to fix the rest.
I see. You'll work with me from now on. Haven't you always wanted to tinker with this train? You're its mechanic now. As for the conductor, I'll do the talking.
But I only know how to fix watches.
Don't worry. You've got what it takes. I'll teach you what you need to know.
Where are you going, legwork? It's time to head to our next stop. I'm staying in Astana with Rosalina and Tiernan. The people of Astana have only achieved a tiny victory and still have a long way to go towards true freedom. Hanunu needs us. Don't worry, not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if I leave the Express, our path of trailblaze will continue. This is Mr. Amundsen's hat. But why? When he departed, he said he would leave it to his best student. Well, I suppose the time has come. Farewell, legwork. Take care of Tiernan and Rosalina. And don't forget to write to us.
Where are you going, watchmaker?
Mika.
Don't worry, Micah. Just
Micah.
going on a little trip. Someone has to be at the forefront of the interstellar frontier, and I'm the only former nameless in Penacony. So why can't it be me?
Because you're all we have. Have you forgotten about Tiernan? The cosmos is way more dangerous now. What will happen to Penacony if we lose you too?
What will happen to Penacony if we don't find a way out? If I don't come back in one piece, then you'll become the next watchmaker.
Micah. Who is Micah?
Where are you going, old man?
Gallagher.
Oh, you're here. Answer my question. What are you up to? Relax, Gallagher. I just came up with a great idea. Wanna hear it? If you die too, the secret of Stellaron, go to the grave with you.
That I did.
We'll organize a festival using the Watchmaker's legacy as a facade and send invitations to the entire cosmos to gather people here. So, desperate struggle against the family? Make sure to send an invitation to the Astral Express.
How convenient.
Where are you going?
Cloggy. Bless you.
Take me to Dream Flux 3. Last night, I had a long dream about the day we met. I want to write down that dream.
Write it down? Why?
Oh, so I won't forget it. Do you remember how you got your name, Clocky?
Of course. You told me that when you were a kid, you lived in a room full of clocks. Those wall clocks and pocket watches grew up with you and were your best friends.
Yes, but what I didn't mention was there's a funny misunderstanding behind it. I was a kid, and there was always a special pocket watch in my memories. It was with my grandpa, guiding him on his sea voyages and leading the way in his every adventure story. I wanted to have a pocket watch like that too. And that's when you appeared in my dream.
Yeah. Every night, we boarded the compass and set sail together.
But you know what? It wasn't until the day my grandma gave it to me that I realized it wasn't a pocket watch at all.
Was it a compass?
It was a compass. So, your name should have been Compassy, and the watchmaker is just a nameless.
No. Compass maker. Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get him. You sweep him.
Yeah. Please wait a sec.
So this is the teen version of an old man. This is how he wanted to remember himself when he was younger. I assume.
I've traveled far enough. It's time for a little break.
Yeah, get back in the chair, old man.
Oh. So, we'll set out again. When you're rested?
No, I'll stay here. And then, this is where it ends.
Why?
This is where it ends? What do you mean, Misha? You told me that the trailblazing expedition would never end.
Yeah, that's what I said. So now, it's up to you to decide your next destination.
The next destination? What's that supposed to be? I've been following you. Misha? You're acting weird today. If you're feeling down, we can just do what we usually do. With the clockwork.
Misha, don't hurt Clocky's feelings.
No, I'm not feeling down. As for clockwork, yeah, it resolves all problems in this dream.
What if Clocky turns evil?
So, do you know what clockwork actually is?
I'm not quite sure.
Well, everyone gets lost at times. They may hesitate and doubt which way to go. That happens in this dreamscape and beyond. But don't worry. Everyone goes through moments of uncertainty and hesitation. Eventually, they gather the courage to make bold decisions. Whether it's calming, joyful, angry, or sad. All they need is a little nudge to take that step toward where they truly belong.
We did it. We made him take that step.
I'm leaving that little nudge with you, and I hope you'll share it with others. Such is the essence of clockwork, the will of the trailblaze. These
Oh.
hands spin around non-stop, indicating confusion, frustration, and weakness. But ultimately, People still need to move forward.
Just like your hands. Always pointing ahead. This is where my journey ends. From now on, it is your path to walk.
Trailblazing means
Whoa.
taking paths your predecessors forswore and venturing even further. The Penacony in Mikhail's dreams does not belong to order.
Puzzle. Oh yeah, I forgot. I forgot this is where we were. Keep taking me everywhere.
I can't believe that Leon would cast a glance at Penacony at a time like this. Is it because of the resonance from the legacy of the Trailblaze? Or perhaps the bond between you is so strong that it even impresses an Eon.
Well, there might be another possibility. Perhaps they want to witness, on behalf of the fallen Eons, who will hold the future of Penacony.
Who will hold the future of Penacony? If it's not Sunday, then... Then who?
If that's the case, on behalf of the Dream Master of Penacony and the 107,336 members of the Oak family, I'm extending a formal invitation to all of you.
I decline.
I'm cordially inviting you all to the Penacony Grand Theater to participate in the upcoming Charmony Festival. And, of course, you won't be in the audience, but on center stage. Since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake, let's draw a conclusion there, in all fairness.
What?
If you truly believe in Akavili's path, then show me their courage and determination.
Tread on a brand new path. Harmony! I can be Harmony! Do I get to keep the hat? Oh my goodness. Sure. Oh! Hat. Hat. It's my hat now. Look at us.
Let's improvise.
In the mood for another beating?
No. What do you do?
Great teamwork. Take your positions.
She's already in position. Let's see this.
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin.
Oh no. It's fast forwarded. I want to see the ult without it being sped up. You don't keep the hat. So sad. Guys, look at my hat. I can throw it. They can make magic, like sparkles. Ready?
Please stay tuned.
Yeah. Oh, the hat comes on when I do that.
Please stay tuned.
Oh, but it costs 2.
Does that mean he wants to fight us during the Charmony Festival?
I'm afraid so.
This is weird. Aren't Arc villains usually plotting some dirty conspiracy in the end? But he actually said something like, "In all fairness." Could it be that he's underestimating us?
Well, in my opinion, Sunday is deeply committed to his own philosophy and genuinely wants to prove that the Order is right. I sensed a strong conviction and a desire for dominance in him. Maybe he won't accept the outcome unless he wins fair and square.
That could have ended terribly for me. It started recording through my headset.
That's why he'll give it his all in the upcoming battle.
So we're gonna have to fight him, like actually. That's good, I want to hit him. How dare he do that to Robin? We won't back down either.
Yeah, you're right. We've even dealt with a Lord Ravager of the Destruction, so a follower of the Order won't be a big deal.
Anyway, we can't leave bright future for Penacony, and fulfilling Mikhail's and his predecessors' long-cherished wishes. Now that we've taken up the mantle, we can't afford to fail them.
However, the same applies to the Order. Their plan didn't materialize overnight, and they have the profound collective consciousness of the planet of festivities behind them. A desire to dream, to slumber and escape reality. All those hidden emotions have given birth to the sweet dream of the Order. They've harnessed the will of an entire planet to create an Eon. This confrontation is far more complicated than a simple power struggle. To secure Penacony's future, fighting on the stage alone is not enough.
What do you mean? Are you not coming with us?
What are you gonna do? You better not do anything stupid, I swear.
I believe Firefly is trying to say that she's heading off to another battle.
Huh?
Before I left, the Destiny Slave told me that this journey would bring unforgettable rewards. Even though the script he gave me only had a few lines, I couldn't ignore them. Because one of the lines said, I'll experience death 3 times in the land of dreams.
What? You mean once is not enough?
So now I've understood the meaning of my second death. And I am prepared to face it. If all goes well, my efforts will provide crucial support for you.
Firefly, don't die.
Only by achieving victory in this battle can we secure a future for Penacony. And only then, my third and final death won't come true in the most terrible form.
So, if we succeed after her second death, she won't die for real? I assume.
The most terrible form? Does that mean...
The true death, where everyone in Penacony loses themselves completely in the eternal sweet dream of the Order.
Oh boy.
Have you made up your mind, Firefly?
Yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
When are we getting back to Acheron? I miss her.
Thank you again for your assistance for the Astral Express. May we meet again, in reality.
Yeah. Farewell, everyone. May your trailblazing expedition never end.
Thank you. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
A new shoot sprouted from the earth.
Not really.
It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me. Like fireflies to a flame, life begets death. May we meet again in reality.
Oh, back to this.
After today, Chapella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation. That's your next stop.
Land of the dreams. Penacony.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
You mean my 3 deaths?
Silver Wolf told me about it. It's such a shame that it's not part of my script.
Well, I want to live. I'm never afraid of death. The opposite of death is eternal life, and that's something I'll never desire. People die, and I am no exception.
Death is like a script. A fate that cannot be defied. But that's exactly why we have to choose where we want to rest forever.
Do you exist just to perish?
But it's like, I want to die now. I'm ready whenever.
If I were to die now, I would only be a weapon. I believe I should die as a human. Though its definition escapes me, isn't this the answer that ordinary people look for their whole lives? A name that can be carved onto their tombstone. The tombstone that belongs to me once bore the inscription, Glamoth's Iron Cavalry. Then it changed to Stellaron Hunter. But one day, it will bear the name Firefly. And all the brilliance she showed at the end of her life.
Firefly, don't die. Not now. Not now.
That's quite unexpected, old man. Who would have thought your crazy plan would actually work? Do all you nameless fools just act on a whim? It's a shame you won't be able to see it firsthand. Maybe I won't either. Once something fictional is seen through, it ceases to exist.
What does that mean?
Yeah, not just those nameless. Even Mr. Wings is just like you. Stubborn, won't listen or give up, no matter what. Well, fate is unpredictable, I guess. If we weren't bound by those cursed paths, maybe we could have had some good talks. But in the end, we managed to do it. Now we can find solace. Remember how those idiots cursed us? Said, "Go to hell, you worthless traitors." Well, I don't know if they really meant it. If longing for freedom means going to hell, then I'll be joining you soon, you fool. Let's get together and have supper again in hell.
Yeah.
Oh, almost forgot. There's one more thing. Here's to you. A glass of hello and goodbye, Trailblazer.
Me?
To the imperfect tomorrow.
Oh, it's this.
You're lucky to have found shelter from the rain. Let alone fresh berries. This desolate place.
I was just following the scent of life. It's particularly strong in a place like this. It's a shame these berries don't have much flavor.
Seriously? In case you didn't know, this fruit is pretty juicy. The only downside is that when you chew it, it becomes extremely spicy.
Huh?
Have you lost your sense of taste?
I can still taste certain things. A faint sweetness.
Man, she's like numb.
Before coming here, I stopped by a place called Orkney. It had barren cliffs and nights lit by bonfires. Burgundy snow would fall from the sky, and when it landed on my tongue, it tasted like raspberries. Don't worry about it. Losing oneself is a reality that every self-annihilator must face. At least I haven't completely lost my senses and memories yet.
By the way, are you always alone?
No, I had a companion. She's a short, nameless girl who aspired to explore Ix. She always said she'd walk a path deeper and farther than Agavilli's.
Quite an ambition for such a small girl. So what happened?
That sounds familiar.
She became stagnant water.
Well, my condolences.
Condolences. I don't get it. The girl left with a smile. She never regretted her choice and most definitely wanted me to say goodbye with a smile. So, that's what I did.
That's proof that you're grieving for her.
Or perhaps I'm just afraid.
Afraid? I rarely sense that emotion from you. What do you fear?
I'm afraid I'll forget the 30 days I spent with her. Just like all the other days in my life. Most of them have already washed away, disappearing into unseen realm. I fear that those vivid red memories will fade away too. There isn't much color left. And besides this faint, warm red, there's almost nothing.
Hard to imagine. A ranger accustomed to bloodshed, destruction, and chaos finding warmth in red color.
Because I have experienced this warmth many times. Long ago, I promised someone that I'd bring it to more people. And that for every remaining moment of my life, I'd strive for a better ending for all. In the end, it will lead me beyond the horizon of existence. And on the other side, I will cut off nihility.
The one blessed by the sleeping and shapeless is considering how to kill them. It's truly pure nihility.
When will this rain ever stop?
Perhaps when the sorrows of the departed have finally quieted down, the sky will clear up.
4 system hours until Harmony Festival. Evie!
Have you heard of a planet named Biaris Scamandros, Don Hum? It's one of the Paradise Kingdoms under the influence of the Harmony. A sought-after wonderland for the inhabitants of the Dardanu major and minor systems. Half an Amber era ago, the family held an unprecedented festival. And after that, everyone on the planet became part of the family.
Do you think the same thing will happen on Penacony?
Yes. Or how else can we explain it? The family deliberately used the Watchmaker's invitation to keep all the Pathstriders here, but banished the Emanator of the Nihility.
Because of the nihility, I'm rarely affected by the power of other paths, but somehow I unconsciously infiltrate them. Maybe that's the risk they're trying to avoid.
I would disagree. Biaris Scamandros is not part of the credit system or connected to the Silver Rail. It's nothing more than a remote civilization sheltered by the Harmony. But Penacony is different. If the family messes with Penacony, that would be like declaring war on almost half of the factions in the cosmos. They have no reason to do that.
No, they don't. If they truly serve the Harmony, that is.
Which they don't.
What do you mean?
The path in Penacony is impure. The Harmony here has impurities.
Do you remember the ancient swarm disaster? Tazeron propagation brought endless havoc to the universe, and it eventually evolved into a fierce battle among all eons. 2 paths lost their eons in that war, the propagation and the order. Coincidentally, their downfall is related to a certain eon.
Shepe, the Harmony. Legend has it that they participated in the crusade against the Imperator Insector, and devoured Anna the Order for unknown reasons.
Holy forgaroni. So you're saying that the 2 leaderless paths are working behind the scenes?
I don't see any descendants of the propagation in Penacony. Could it be that the remnants of Beyond the Sky Choir are hiding within the family, trying to resurrect a fallen eon?
You hit the nail on the head, man. That's exactly what they're doing.
I can't say for sure, but they're definitely planning something for the Charmony Festival.
Dude, this is getting way too complicated. Is this why you want us to leave Astana right away? Are you giving up?
The Charmony Festival will start soon. There's one thing that I need to confirm no matter what. A warp jump is the best way to do so.
Time is running out. I have another plan.
Hold on. Are you thinking of using the Jade Abacus of Allying Oath?
Exactly. The assistance from the lawful Cloud Knights would be enough.
Think it over carefully. You can only use that once in your lifetime.
Really?
I have considered it thoroughly. My companions are... they're also once-in-a-lifetime treasures.
Aw, 3 system hours until Penacony. That's not what it said.
The Nameless is quite the diplomat. Our secrets have spread like wildfire within the family. And IPC starships are gathering towards Astana. This is a crucial moment for us. So, where is the chosen one who harmonizes varied sounds?
What do you mean, Master? I'm right here in front of you, aren't I?
You know, she's supposed to be the star of the Charmony Festival. In our plan.
But the plan has changed. As her brother, I know she doesn't want to sing for the Order. So I'll take her place.
You gonna sing?
You've always been wise beyond your years. I'm sure you understand the consequences of your choice.
If you consider this a betrayal, well, there can't be 2 suns in the sky. I'll step up and take down the other sun if necessary.
Do you believe in karma?
If karma exists, then everyone has their own karma. You have yours, and I have mine. And my karma has nothing to do with you, Mr. Gopherwood.
All right. Since you're willing to sacrifice yourself for her, I'll grant your wish.
Well, the compromise came sooner than expected. Why?
You and your sister were born as twins of the Order. And one of you is destined to follow this path to the end.
Obviously not her.
The opening is near. Go, my child. Seize the power of the harmony and reveal your karma.
Why did you choose to bring the Order to Penacony? Wouldn't it have been better to choose a desperate world instead of a city filled with hope and dreams? Why?
It's for justice, my child.
Justice for who?
If we lose justice in our hearts, we'll make the same mistake as the harmony did.
So, it's not you who manipulates the dreamscape with the Stellaron, but...
well, that's where our conversation ends. Go ahead. The 107,336 souls of the Oak family have dreamed of this moment too many times.
I shall ascend to the heavens, becoming the scorching sun. Bathed in my light, my people shall flourish, while all evil shall be eradicated.
2 system hours.
The Penacony Grand Theater.
Yes.
Quite exhilarating to be flushed into the air by Soulglad. But why is the venue still closed when the Charmony Festival is about to start?
And not only that, the entire theater is eerily quiet. No one around.
Are we still in Sunday's, like, dream world?
Even if we're late, a grand theater like this shouldn't be completely empty.
Yeah, suspicious.
Let's explore around. Be careful, everyone.
You sure it's not part of Sunday's dream world? Just...
Gosh, the atmosphere here is so creepy and unsettling. There's no audience yet. There should be some staff around. Why is it so silent?
Hello?
Yikes, they scared the life out of me. Why are there so many puppets at the ticket office?
Lord, behind you.
What? You're so annoying. Stop scaring me.
It's funny.
Are these puppets part of the stage setup? Even so, it's so eerie that the entire front hall is empty.
This is how y'all are with Boot Hill. Not me, though. It's so quiet in here, I don't like it. Are these new? Are these always here?
I'm seriously scared they might start moving. Let's just leave, please.
In this game? Nah, they would never. I hear something. Is it a bird? Bird. Dang it.
Something feels off. We're in the right place, right?
No.
There's no other grand theater in the dreamscape.
The real one.
Sunday's messing with us? He said we'd have a final showdown on the stage, but
My apologies for the delay, March 7th.
Get her name out of your mouth.
you scared me. Where are you now?
You scared her so bad, your lips didn't sync.
I'm waiting for you behind the curtain. Following the Asdana tradition, I invite you to enjoy a stage play in 3 acts before the festival begins.
3 acts? Why
History
3?
is a mirror reflecting the universe's true essence. Let's use this opportunity to delve into the rich history of Penacony and the eons.
Ugh, eons.
Within it, naturally, the future takes shape. Let us commence with the dawning of the world. After the Dusk Wars, darkness veiled the sky, and chaos consumed the earth. Enna the Order emerged, destined to restore all existence. That marked the first day.
Why is his name in question marks? We know who this is. It's not a surprise. I don't know what to say about this.
They gathered nebulae and forged them into pigs, thus creating a grand lyre with black and white keys. Strike the white keys, and the sun rose. Strike the black keys, and the moon rose. And so, the cycle of day and night arose. That marked the second day.
Yeah, hold on a second, Sunday. Don't speak yet. I'm busy. Y'all in Boot Hill. Stage play Act 1, Ode to Prisoner.